Yeah. Hey Ty, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good to see you. Look very, very nice.
Thank you.
Good haircut there. Hey, heard you had a rough preseason. You know, we're out sick and stuff. And kind of what was that like? How you feeling now? And what's it like to be back in the starting lineup when you obviously were used to starting?
So I got quarantined due to close contact, and it was hard because it was in the middle of fall camp. It was kind of during the heat of trying to win spots, and everyone's working really hard on their craft. And you're not too worried about other opponents yet. So it was upsetting, but I mean it is what it is, and the guys in the O line with or without me. I mean, they love the way they work, love the way they attack everything. Uh, so that's just kind of how it went and how it is.
What's it like being back in the lineup? And how do you think you've been playing?
It's nice to play. I love playing. That's why everybody comes to college. That's why you come to Arkansas. You play. You want to play in the SEC. But it's not. I don't just. I'm just not here. And I'm not playing to play. We want to win games. We want to be a good O line. So that's the goal. It's not about playing time.
I got some more, but I'll pass it around.
Yeah, Ty, I mean, you're a senior, 2-year starter. I mean, how tough was it those first couple of games not being able to play? And what was your mindset in practice that eventually made the coaches get you in the game?
Well, watching those guys play, obviously I really, want to play, want to be on the field, want to be part of the difference, part of the win. And then, I didn't play Mississippi State. We won the game, and I would rather, you know, not play and win with this group of guys every day. But obviously playing is, it's huge. It's a lot of fun.
Curtis.
Hey Ty, you're a guy that's been around for a few years now and gone through some of the struggles of the past couple years. What does it mean to you to be able to be a part of this team turning around, especially now that you're back out on the field, really contributing to that?
Growing up here in Fayetteville and then playing here for the past couple of years, going through kind of the struggles the team went through, it's so exciting, especially for my class. Just some of the guys I came in with, Shane, Clinton, and Wagner. It's everybody's so happy with the wins we've already gotten, but now it's like we got to get more. You want more. It's no one's satisfied.
Melissa.
I'm good. I don't have anything.
Don't think your mic is working, Alyssa.
I can't hear.
I'm good. I don't have anything. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's Seth is saying he doesn't have any questions.
Does it work now?
I can hear you.
Now it's
Okay.
going.
All right. Hey, Ty. You've been around, like Andrew was saying, for a long time now. But just how do you feel that this offensive group works so well compared to maybe in the past? And then what are some things during this bye week that you guys really are stressing?
So for the O line, which I feel a lot more comfortable speaking for, is how hard these guys work and how hard we all how much we love each other in that room. We're not just in the building together and then we go home and hang out with our other friends. We're each other's best friends for the most part. So I think that has a big deal to do with it. And yeah, sorry.
Ty Richardson.
Ty, so far this season, y'all really haven't had a lot of explosive plays. You guys are tied for last in the country in rushes of 20-plus yards or more. Has that been kind of a level of emphasis this week, heading into next week against Texas A&M, creating his big holes and creating explosive plays for the run game?
Yeah, so the O-line, we want more than anybody else on the team to hit those big runs. That's probably one of the most exciting plays for me. And we are, I mean, the O-line, the guys in the group, I really want to put an emphasis on creating those big plays and executing blocking assignments to the whistle so we can make those plays happen. And so we're kind of taking this week to obviously look at A&M, our next opponent, but also take, you know, a look at ourselves and really try and fix this issue and create something.
Yeah, Ty, I had a two-parter here, if that's okay. One, you know, it's been kind of a rough start for Rakeem. Obviously, Georgia's, you know, they're a great defense, and then he got hurt, and you know, he had some good runs last week, but still hadn't really busted out like you'd expect. What do you think you guys got to do to get Rakeem going? And do you think maybe an extra week will help get him going? Or what do you think about Rakeem?
Rakeem works super hard, and he wants to run the ball, and he's a really hard runner. In the O-line, we gotta start executing better, I think, and those plays are gonna happen, especially with either of those, with any of our backs in. I trust that they're gonna make a play, and so we've got to give them the opportunity to make that play.
Touch.
Ty, at what point maybe during the preseason, the off season, did you realize that things were going to be different this year, that y'all were going to be competitive and win some games?
That's a good question. I would say probably, you could feel it in fall camp and how the competitions would go. And then, you could feel it. And then when we played, our first game week, you could tell things were different this year. And then, when you beat Ole Miss, or not Ole Miss, when you beat Mississippi State and you get that first win, I think that's when things really, a lot of guys on the team were like, oh, we can be good, we can win games. And it was no longer, they just scored on us, but, oh, let's get this, let's go.
Alyssa.
Hello again. Yeah, kind of piggybacking Ty off of what Andrew just asked you, but the fact now that this Arkansas team is getting so much attention nationally, gaining respect again, and just seeing people talk about Arkansas with a sense of excitement, what does that mean as a player and as a part of this program for so long?
It's fun to get the attention and to, hear the praise. But I mean, you kind of have to, ignore it. We've only won 2 games. We're 2-2 right now. And there's 6 more games left in the year. And it's more about what are we going to do with the next 6 games rather than what we've already done with the first 4.
Bob.
This big bar comes across and you can't hit the mute till it leaves. Sorry. Hey, going against the defense in practice and seeing what they're doing in games, what's your take on those guys and the success they're having, what it means to y'all?
Our defense, to me, is probably one of the most exciting defenses in the country to watch right now. They've been excellent playing against them. They're extremely tough. That's what we went against all fall camp. And it's exciting to see those guys fly around and how much, they just work and they go out there and they execute on defense. It's awesome.
Yeah, I got one more if that's okay. I guess A&M's got an open date too. I think you guys have an open date. Have you guys started doing anything on A&M yet? And obviously, I think it's been 8-game losing streak to them. So obviously, nobody on the team right now has ever beaten them. What's kind of your feeling about how that series has gone and facing the Aggies?
Well, so yeah, we've started A&M. We're not gonna just throw everything in. Bye week is time to get healthy, the time to kind of rest your bodies a little bit, but also work on a lot of a lot of mental errors that we have. And then with the losing streak, it's something that guys talk about, but it's we just got to play A&M. We got to play our best.
Last one, Ty Richardson.
Ty, kind of seems like based on what you just said that you guys are just treating this as another game. But to Bob's point, it's been 8 straight losses. It's been 3,307 days. You mentioned being from Fayetteville, so you probably know about the Arkansas A&M rivalry history. How do you guys keep that in focus that it's just another game rather than read the press clippings that it's much more than just that?
It's a tough question. Good question. It's right now, it's the next game. It's a trophy game. It's something that we want to take home the trophy, and we want to end the streak. But I don't think you can let that overwhelm what it is. I think you can't prepare for one opponent more or less just because of a trophy. You got to take everybody the same and treat every team game as just the next game, the game you got to win.
All right, thanks, Ty. We'll get Mike Woods coming up here in just a couple minutes.